I missed costume day again because my brain is a sieve.
You're an idiot!
And my phone's calendar just yells at me. So I built something in ChatGPT that actually remembers my chaos for me. If you're a parent, you get it. There's a gauntlet of school runs, meltdowns, and somehow still getting back for that 9 a.m. meeting. I've been tinkering with AI for a bit of fun and work as well. So why not weaponize it and utilize its systems to help in the home?
I'm listening.
This isn't about 10x in your life. It's just not about dropping the ball on picture day. In the next 10 to 15 minutes, I'm going to show you how to build what I call the Parent OS inside ChatGPT. It's a system that knows your family before you even ask, school schedules, dietary quirks, the lot. By the end, you'll have something that saves you literal hours of mental load each week. Stick with me for this, it will be worth it. Okay, here's the core concept. We are going to turn ChatGPT into your personal parent operating system. There's 3 layers to this: custom instructions, ChatGPT projects, and what I call context packs, or just other information that you're going to feed into it. Let's break it down. Layer 1. Custom instructions tell ChatGPT globally who you are. So you'll feed in base information about you, your situation, and how you want it to respond to you. Projects let you get into a little bit deeper detail and silo various aspects of your life. So we'll create one today called the Parent Assistant, and that will hold more specialized contacts and information about your family, being a parent, and all the other bits you're going to need it to remember for you. And then layer 3, which rolls into those projects, what I call context packs, basically just documents and information you can upload into projects. Got it?
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Let's build it. Layer 1 is custom instructions. So what you're going to do, you come down here, personalization, and in here there's a couple of different areas. There's something here called custom instructions, and then down here you can fill in what you want it to call you, and then more about you. So I am going to paste in some random instructions here. So I had ChatGPT find me a random primary school to use as an example for this earlier, and the one it chose just happened to be in Merton in London. So that's where I've said I'm going to be from. I'm going to say data 2 boys, 6 and 9, 11-year-old girl, where you live, school runs time, any important information, any other context, and then other bits and bobs, how you want it to respond to you. So I want it British English, 200 words or less, unless I ask for more. And anything you put in here, ChatGPT will use and reference globally across any chats, any projects you use. So really use this as that base information that you give it, so you don't have to keep repeating yourself with stuff you're going to be using across the board. Save any specific stuff for projects, which we'll get into next, but this is a great place to start just to give it that key base information about you, so you don't have to keep repeating yourself time and time again. We do enough of that with the kids. We don't want to be doing it with ChatGPT as well.
Amen.
Part 1 done. Easy, right? Let's move on to part 2. Projects. Layer 2 is ChatGPT Projects. So you'll find projects over here on the left-hand side. As long as you're on any kind of paid plan, you'll have access to them. And you can come in here and create a new project. I've got one created here. I've just called it Parent OS. Inside this project, your custom instructions that you've just set in the personalization bit, they apply globally across ChatGPT. But what you're able to do here is build a conversation history specific to, in this case here, parenting, or you might have one set up to help you with your fantasy football, your decorating project, or your garden project, or whatever it may be. Think of it like a digital desk for parent stuff, which is what this one is for. But why bother them? As well as keeping everything tidy in one place, it helps keep context separate. So sometimes ChatGPT and other AIs can mix up context. One minute you're planning school lunches, the next it's reminding you about your latest fantasy football rant, or what kind of decking it thinks you should get for your next garden project. Projects help keep things focused. Now, if you are using the free version of ChatGPT, then you can still get this to an extent. If I create a new chat here, you can just start off your conversation with all of the context that you would put in the instructions in a project, and you can upload any of the documents you would put in a project. The only difference being is it's not siloed, so you might see some of that context bleed over from other conversations, but you can still do this and get started for free is the point. Now let's move on to layer 3, where we actually start building this up and giving it its superpowers it needs to help save our sanity. Okay, so layer 3, what I call context packs, and that's basically just any additional information that's going to be helpful for your ChatGPT project to know, basically. So within your settings here, you'll see instructions at the top. Now remember, your custom instructions you set in the personalization section still apply here because they apply globally. This is for more specific stuff. So as I said earlier, I've asked ChatGPT for a random primary school to use for an example for this one. It's given me Dundonald in Merton, and all I've done here is so I've gone across the website or got all the information that I would need. So I've downloaded the school lunch PDF. I've got a link here to where the calendar is, so I'll come back in over here, school information. So I've given it the calendar there. I'm going to upload information here, so I'm going to upload the school lunch menu, so it's got that to reference. And I'm also going to come in here and say, so year 2, year 4, and year 6. Now, if you've got kids that are in different schools, that's absolutely fine. Just upload all the information here and just break down information in instructions here. So instead of just being able to do this one, you could go just whack a break line in and say child 1, or you can actually call your children's name or initials if you want to, and then specific information about your child here. So this is where you can then put their specific school links, information, and all that jazz. And then when you talk about that child in your chat, as long as you refer to the child with the same name you've given it here, it will know which child you're referring to and be able to pull the right information. So we've got the calendar there, and I want, there we go, newsletter page. Here we go, boom, look at all these lovely newsletters. So I'm going to stick that link in there as well, just to help it out. Perfect. Thank you, Dundonald School, for having all the stuff available. Now, obviously the limitation here is you are limited by what your school website actually has available to you. You might get the information through other means. You might get it through emails, in which case either save the attachment on the email and put it in, or even if you get it in actual fashion physical paper letter, just take a photo of that with your phone and then upload that image, and you can still do it. So however you get this information, you can still take it in and upload it into your project. Perfect. So we'll save. Great. And we see we've got the file there and all of that good stuff. And actually, as I say, it's not perfect, but every little helps. All right. So we've given it a super quick test. Let's give it a Monday morning test. Okay, and we will say, so it's half time next week. So from the week starting Monday, 23rd Feb, give me a summary of the week day by day. I want to know school dinners, school activities and events. Give me a weekly itinerary. So give us a go. And it is up and running. And again, if you click on the little bit there where it gives you one line of what it's doing, it'll open the activity tracker down on the right, and you can follow along with exactly what it's doing, which the geek in me always finds super interesting. Here we go. Taken almost 8 minutes. It's been able to look for a lot of information. So the weekly itinerary for the week. So it's gone and done it. It's pulled information. Spring term 2 starts on Monday. So there we go. So there's a lunch and gives you the source that it's pulled all this from. So you can always double check. So it's given the link here. So we can see, we can confirm that, yeah, it has pulled the term dates from the correct school. Always verify sources from anything that any AI gives you. So it's jacket potato, fruit and yogurt. And it's just told you it's pulled that from the PDF we've uploaded. Again, double check if you want to. After school clubs that are on that day. Cool, here we go. Day by day, as I've asked for. So lunch, macaroni cheese, which is one of my kids' favourite when they do it at their school. Macaroni cheese or Caribbean stew. Here's all the clubs that are on that specific day, broken down by year group. It does that for each day. So it's a super useful reference for you to run on a Sunday. You can kick this off, go and do something else. It is going to take a while because it's got to pull data from a lot of different places and a lot of different difficult to read from places as well. So this has taken, I think it took just shy of 8 minutes. So have it set up ready, do it on a Sunday, kick it off first thing on a Monday when you get out of bed and you're sorting breakfast, and then you've got this nice quick reference guide. And it's giving you the limitations what it can't do at the bottom. So it's the newsletter it's having trouble with just because of the format. But again, you can always download it to PDF or whatever and then upload it into the project files. That's not a problem at all. So you can then copy this out into a Word doc or whatever, save it into your notes on your phone, print it out, put it on your fridge, wherever it's going to be super useful for you. But let's have a bit of a reality check here, right? So this is going to help cut your mental load by about 50-60%, not 100%. It's not perfect. Nothing is. You're still going to need to tweak the outputs. And if ChatGPT does go down, then you're back to post-it notes and scouring through websites and emails. But even on a bad day, this saves so much time and stress without the faffing about. It's got all the track data all in one place. And it's a chatbot. You can talk to it. You can throw questions at it, ask it to customize the layout, different formats, or get the output in a different format to whatever suits you better. Tailor it for each child. Again, if you put each child specifics in the project instructions, you can talk to it directly about one of the specific children. So I hope that has been useful. This isn't just about AI for AI's sake. Playing with cool stuff, although playing with cool stuff is fun.
It's science.
It's about not being stressed and not snapping at 7:45 a.m. because you've forgotten it's football, or you've forgotten they need to take a shoebox in permission slip or something like that. It's designed to help make life a little bit easier. Like systems, even digital ones on the cutting edge of consumer tech like this, they're not sexy, but they are the difference between surviving the school run and living. If enterprise folks use this tech to run IT projects, then why shouldn't we use it to survive the school run every day? And a point I always make in these videos, the AI is not there to be a nanny. It's not there to take over completely from you. It's there to be an extension of your brain. You're still there to do the thinking. You're still there to do the parenting. It's there to help as an aid. And honestly, trying to get 3 kids out the door in the morning, I will take any help I can get. If this has saved you mental space just watching, imagine using it. Make sure to hit that subscribe, hit that like if you want the next piece of the parent stack in the next video. And the brand new newsletter launches next week. We're ready to copy and paste prompts to make your mornings smoother and your weekends more fun. Let's build the systems that make this stuff work and escape the stress. That's the Parent OS. Messy, middle, and all. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time for more sanity hacks. Stay peachy.